Hey there, Libra. Welcome to the channel. Sarah here. We're going to do a reading for you today for the week of January 12th to the 18th, 2026. Keep in mind, Libra, this is just a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave out what does not. As always, feel free to delegate the energies where you see fit. If I say I am talking about you, I could be talking about somebody with whom you are dealing and vice versa. Same goes to you, cross-watcher. All right, so I have put my personal readings on hiatus. I've been getting a lot of emails asking. I've got a day job. I've got my regular stuff that I do for my channel, and then I also have a project that I'm working on right now, so I really just don't have time. And it's a very important project that I'm working on. So let's cut this deck in three. So mote it be. All right, what message needs to come out for the sign of Libra today? We've got in the protagonist-antagonist energy, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, that in the upright. That's a pretty good card to get. So that indicates Jupiter, so Sagittarius energy. In the focus, we've got the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is Mercury in Taurus. In the unseen position, we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. You know what, I'm just going to bring this over a little bit and hope that this makes a difference. Okay, the Hanged Man in reverse, that's Pisces energy. In the past, we've got the Moon, major for Pisces. We've got three majors here on the board out of four. And the future energy, we've had another major. We've got the Magician in reverse. All right. The overall energy of your reading, Libra, is the Ten of Pentacles. That is Mercury in Virgo. And it is influenced by the Two of Wands in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, and the Page of Wands in reverse. Well, what it looks like is that there's some sort of situation that you got yourself caught up in, that it looks like it was a forever or the intention was, or endeavor was, that you got yourself in. It has something to do with your material stability and wealth, could have to do with family stuff. But what I'm seeing here is that there's a situation where I almost get the impression here that there's been an element of feeling like there's something that feels like it's a failure because something feels like it's holding you back. Almost like I'm getting that there's an energy of feeling like you want to embark on a journey that puts you in a new direction, but it would mean that you would have to sacrifice something else. Maybe there's some sort of major repercussion that would be involved as a result of you doing that. We are going to revisit this again at the end of the reading and see how all of this stacks up at the end. So in the past, we've got the Moon. The Moon can often indicate an illusion, or something we just don't know. Can we get more on the Moon? The Moon has shown up as a test before too. We've got the Nine of Wands. The Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay. We've got the High Priestess. You're showing up as very intuitive here, Libra. We've got the Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Death. I'm just going to say, here's what I'm seeing, is that there was something that you got yourself involved in that appeared to be very different than what it actually ended up being when you figured out what was actually going on. Once you got the clarity, there was something that you had clarity on here. that had, and it looks like it was through some sort of really rough situation, maybe a traumatic experience with that Nine of Wands. I'm getting here that something turned, and I was kind of getting that there's something here that you weren't expecting something to be as bad as it is, or it was. It's showing up as a past thing, but like I always say, everybody's on a different timeline, right? So it's showing up as the past energy, something that you ended up figuring out, you got clarity on. It was an illusion. It's almost like you're feeling like you got hoodwinked into an illusion. I haven't seen my official trap card yet, but I am kind of getting a little bit of the impression that there's been some sort of feeling like you're in a trap. There's this energy of wanting to put something to rest or to actually get away from something, and that's kind of what I was seeing in the overall energy. Almost like you're trying to get away from something, but you feel like you have to be strategic in order to do so. And that's what I was saying. I was almost getting the impression that there was some sort of really harsh repercussion that you're anticipating you would have to go through if you removed yourself from something, is what it looks like. And this is showing up as a past thing. Can we get more on this? Moon, what's the situation for Libra? We've got settlement. So that's what it's looking like. You were settling in a situation that you didn't want to be involved in. And we've got the Alien card, which is the equivalent for me to the High Priestess, which was also showing herself here. That is spirit. So it's intuition. So, and there you go. There's that energy of feeling like, now I've got the official trap here. We've got this energy of feeling stuck, imprisoned, confined in a situation where you were expecting something to be very different than what it actually ended up becoming. You had to find out, that's showing up that you had to find something out the hard way. Can we get more on this moon? We've got Rider, something about communication here. Pathway and poverty. That's okay. So that's what I was seeing. So this is what I'm seeing, okay, is that whatever it is that you're considering trying to get away from here represents something that's been your stability. That's why that Ten of Pentacles is showing up here as the overall energy of your reading. And there's this, it's showing, and that's what I had said. So now that the Pathway card has shown up here, I said, I almost feel like I'm going to tell you, we've got the High Priestess, and we see the Alien card here, which indicates the same thing. There's something that you are intuitively picking up on, whether you're conscious of it or not, that there is something better for you out there. There's a better path. There's a path that leads you towards something better than what it is that you've got yourself involved in. But whatever it is that you're involved in is tethered to your material stability. And so there's that very difficult consequence if you did get away from this, that might put you in a state of precariousness and like precarious material wealth. And that's probably why we're seeing that Five of Pentacles in the focus, which we are going to get to in a second, but we're going to do the Wheel of Fortune first. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Libra? Wheel of Fortune for Libra. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. And the Temperance in reverse. The Ten of Wands. The Four of Cups. Oh. The Six of Swords. And the High Priestess. I'm just going to say, you have been connected. I'm just going to say you've been connected to somebody who's been ignoring you, is what I'm seeing. And that's part of what it is that's been so difficult in this connection. I'm getting, not only did they ignore you, but I'm getting also that it's been high stress for you, and you may be taking on a lot more of the burden of carrying a connection. It looks like it's a relationship than what you were anticipating. Now, again, I'm getting this energy. We see the High Priestess again, okay? Moving on, the Six of Swords, to something else, or something you're meant to be moving on to. That is where it looks like you're going to do a lot better for yourself with that Nine of Pentacles. I'm also going to say, though, I'm going to say, and this is only on the contingency that this resonates for you. But if you are connected, we see the Moon here, we saw the High Priestess twice now, we saw the Alien card, and I also see the Temperance in reverse here. So I'm just going to say, which is a very common combination, I almost feel like Spirit is trying to tell me that I need to connect a major dot here. There's a major, I feel like I'm figuring it out. There's something here about gaslighting, almost like you're over, but the Seven of Cups in the upright is more like the Magician in reverse is a gaslighter too. Which is technically what can drive us crazy, right? Especially if we are highly intuitive, picking up on something based on subtle evidence often, and then the person with whom you are maybe suspicious of based on actual evidence is trying to tell you that you're crazy and you're seeing things that aren't really there. Now, that I'm getting for a lot of you, you may have been picking up subtly that whoever it was that you were connected to was still hung up on another energy, or was maybe connecting with something else or somebody else. Please don't take that if it doesn't resonate. You will know if it resonates with you, because it's something you were already suspecting, and it might actually be making you feel like you're going to go a little crazy because of the fact that you felt like you had something with this person that was special. That's why you got yourself connected to them as strongly as you did. And then it turned out, once you got yourself in what looks like, it feels like a trap, right? With the lockdown card here. This person stopped paying any attention to you, and kind of, I'm almost made you feel like you had to put in so much effort just to prove yourself to them, is what I'm getting. Now, this is showing up as being part of your destiny here. Can we get more? We've got, we've got access granted here. I am kind of getting that energy that you may have found. We've got social media, fake profile hiding, magnetically drawn to a third party. Is what see, I was picking up on it already. I could feel it based on, it's that High Priestess paired up with that Temperance in reverse, or the Queen of Swords in reverse, is often that energy of somebody who is being lied to, somebody who is picking up on something that is real and they're being lied to. Oh my God, that is why I honestly, if I had known the things I know now, back when I was raising my daughters, I would definitely have taught them that autonomy is the most important thing to hold on to, so that you don't feel like you can't walk away from somebody if you feel like you have to. You know, because that's what I'm seeing here, is somebody here who's being grossly mistreated, Libra, and you feel like you're stuck and that you can't get away, is what it looks like. It does look like somebody might be getting single. We've got main person showing up here as male. And we've got tree. So again, we've got this energy. The tree indicates rootedness, family, that kind of thing. And we've got despair here. So I'm getting here that you might be feeling, I'm getting that there's somebody who you've been connected to is showing up as having interest in something else. And please, please only take this as it resonates. I'm just seeing it that way. I was seeing it that way before the third party card even came out. I could tell that you were picking up on something here. Can we get more? Oh wait, no, we're done with that. Let's get the Five of Pentacles. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? I mean, it is kind of looking like you might have gotten single, but then you may have found something out after that you were suspicious of while you were in the relationship. That's kind of what I'm getting to. It's not really that this person was necessarily connecting with somebody else while the two of you were together. I'm kind of getting that now you might be single, maybe on your own, or trying to explore that option. And there's something that's coming to light here about the person who you were connecting to somebody that you already suspected that they were interested in. And maybe they were lying to you and telling you I'm not, kind of like the Dan Broderick stuff going on with Linda. It's not happening anymore, but it's that same type of stuff. I hired a secretary that I never ever needed one before, but who has absolutely no experience, but she's hot, that kind of thing. And then when the wife asks questions about it, it's like, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're nuts. All right. And then it actually does drive the person crazy. It actually does make the person go crazy. That's a real thing. So we've got the Five of Pentacles. We got the Two of Swords. Two of Swords. And we've got the Page of Cups. Five of Wands in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse. There's the Emperor and the Seven of Swords. I'm just going to say that whoever this is wants to come to a place of peace with you. I'm almost getting that. I don't know if the two of you had decided to maybe separate from each other for some time. You're starting to realize something. I am seeing here, somebody wants to make peace with somebody. I'm going to read it as they want to make peace with you. They're not moving forward on this right now. It's looking like whoever this is somebody who you were connected to very strongly. Now, it looks like they were being trying to get away with something. There's something they've been trying to get away with you, and it looks like whoever this is, I'm just going to say the weapon that they're using against you right now is that they're banking on you actually going crazy about something. That it's actually being weaponized against you in some way. Whoever this is going to try and make it out like whatever it is that you've been picking up on is not real. It does look like they want to make peace with you with the Page of Cups to the Five of Wands in reverse. I see somebody wanting to make a peace offering, wanting to make peace. The Five of Wands in reverse is often a peace card for me. Now the Six of Pentacles is in reverse here, and it's showing up that what I'm seeing here is that whoever this is sees you as a vulnerable person or somebody who needs them in some way. And so I'm almost getting that whoever this is feels like they can get away with whatever they want with you, because there's a certain element of your neediness that keeps you tethered to them, is how they see it. And it's almost like they're kind of using that to their advantage. Can we get more on this? We've got Twin Flames showing up here. Every time this card comes out, it throws me for a total loop. The last time I had this card come out in a reading, it was a Pisces reading, and I ended up scrapping the entire reading after. And I kind of wished after that I hadn't, because I felt like a lot of them would have actually, because the next reading I ended up doing for them after I scrapped was almost the exact same reading, so I kind of wish I had kept it. But, so the Twin Flames card comes out. Now that this is where things start getting confusing. And there's something unexpected here, which is the equivalent to the Tower. This pop-up card, something unexpected, Twin Flames, and we've got Love. I'm just going to say that this is, whatever is going on here is reminiscent of something that either you've gone through you actually may have gone through this with this person before, where you may have been playing the opposite role, or you may have gone through this with another person before, where you were playing the opposite role. That's often what I end up noticing when that Twin Flames card comes up. I almost feel like when I do your final messages, I'm going to pull out the Goddess Oracle, which I usually don't do until I do the extended, but I might do it before that. I'm curious to see what comes out. What else is there? What else is there? There's love here. I'm getting something unexpected, love situation. Yeah, there we go. There's the flowers. That definitely indicates wanting to make peace. So the question becomes something to the degree of, were you connected to somebody else when you came together with this person? Or it's possible that this person was connected to somebody else when they came towards you. And to be honest with you, with this being a collective general reading for the sign of Libra, there's a possibility that half of you are going through scenario number 1, if this is resonating, and the other half of you, it could be scenario number 2, or it may not be any of that. It's just the Twin Flames card did come out, which indicates to me that there's something here that's mirroring something to you about yourself. There's something about yourself, like almost like you have played this, or the role that this person is playing, you may have played it before. We've got expectation. Oh yeah, no, this person is trying to keep you where you are. It's showing up that you're meant to be moving towards something else. Like you know it too. Whether you know it, whether you're conscious of why you may be feeling like you need to move in a new direction or not, your soul is screaming at you, I need you to move in a new direction. Libra, what is this Hanged Man in reverse? We've got, ooh, the moon. There's the moon again. This is so mysterious. I almost feel like I want to spend time with this reading and really process it. I can understand why there are some readers where they have all their cards out on the table and they read it to you after they've already pulled all their cards. It's because they're reading intuitively. They need the time to do that. I know people hate that, but I can understand why some readers do it. There's a lot of mystery here. The moon shows up twice. This is in the unseen position. There's something here we've got that there's this, okay, a cycle hasn't ended. There's the Magician in reverse, which is showing up in your future. There's the Knight of Cups. There's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. I'm just going to say, you have been connected. I'm just going to let you know. Either you are connected to this person right now. It looks like for a lot of you, you may be even just energetically disconnected, even if it's just for what seems like a temporary period of time. Maybe you're having some sort of argument. I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone. But what it looks like here is that in the focus, somebody wants to make peace with you here. Now, what I'm seeing here is that this person is resisting something. So I'm almost getting that whoever this is coming in to romance you in some way, which could have been what it is that kind of hoodwinked you into the relationship in the first place, that romance thing, that fake stuff that people do. It's the game of bait and switch. So that's what's going to happen, is what's showing up here. Now, this is what, like I said, this is probably how they got you in the first place. But what I'm seeing here, and something you likely already know because you've been showing up as being connected to this person for some time, is that there's something about this person where it's showing up that they're still in a cycle. And I'm reading it as the person you're connecting to, because it's showing up that you're really, really disappointed by something that you had received in this connection. I'm just going to say Spirit is letting you know that this person, no matter what it is that they're trying to say to you in order to keep you in their good graces, keep themselves in your good graces, so to speak, is to tell you what they need to tell you, but they're not going to be available for you emotionally. I'm getting that whoever this is has issues with true intimacy and connection, not the below the belt stuff. It's this, and this. This person is showing up as having issues with that. And it's looking like they are outright manipulating you with the Magician. The Magician in reverse is almost as bad as the Devil. It's pretty bad. This person is keeping you under an illusion, is what it looks like. Can we get more for this, on this for Libra? We've got threatened here. Irreconcilable differences. So Chaser, so here's what I've got, okay? So this person sees, I'm just going to say whoever this is sees some sort of threat in ending this connection with you. They're going to try and keep it alive with you. If you are considering bringing this to an end, this person wants to try and keep something alive with you. We've got the Hanged Man in reverse. They're resisting something right now. They're resisting bringing this to a close. So but it does look like that we've got that you're at this moment in time, you're considering embarking on a new path here after feeling like there's something about whoever this is that you don't trust, is what I'm getting here. Because it looks like they may have been connecting with somebody else, is what I've got here. Can we get more? Or at least you suspect it is so. It's still, we've got the seductive person, main person. I'm reading it as your person. This is on a journey, thoughts. This person is trying to keep you around, is what I've got. It looks like it has something to do with there's something here that's a threat if you get away. So I don't know if it's a threat to the finances. It could be that. It could be a threat to their reputation. Maybe they're afraid that something that they had been doing during this relationship, because I'm getting that there's been some difficulties for a lot of you, something you weren't expecting from this person. This person wants to keep something under wraps. There's something here that they don't want anybody to know about, and they're afraid that if you get out, because there's something you know about them, that something is going to get out. That's what it looks like to me. And they're afraid of that. That's what's showing up. Can we get the Magician in reverse? Yeah, my readings aren't very Mickey Mouse. They're not. The Magician in reverse. We've got the Ten of Wands. We've got the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. There we go. It's still showing up that you're going to be the one, you're over straining yourself for whoever this is. You're doing way more to keep this connection going than this person is. And it doesn't even look like you're getting anything in return. You're getting no emotional availability in return. You're going to want to end this, is what's showing up here. You're showing up. Queen of Swords is your court card. It looks like this is coming. There's going to be, it's showing up that whoever this is trying to keep you in their energy right now. But it looks like there's going to be some period of time where if you choose to try and make this work, it's just a matter of time before you're going to make the decision to finally end it. Because it looks like whoever this is, I'm just going to say that the truth can't stay hidden forever. It will always come out. It will always come out. It looks like this person is trying to there's some sort of truth, and obviously it's a general collective reading for the sign of Libra. I don't know what the truth is. We've got the moon showing up here twice. There's some sort of truth that they're trying to keep hidden, and for some reason, they see you as you getting out of this connection is a huge threat to keeping the truth buried, which is what they're trying to do. There's something that you might not even know about this. There's something coming to light. If not, then this is somebody becoming exposed here. Something that's hidden is going to be exposed with the realization card. We've got searching online for a love affair is what's showing up here. Isn't that interesting? I didn't expect that. I mean, it was showing up that there was a potential third party. Obviously, like I said, if you don't already suspect that the person who you were connected to was connecting to somebody else, or that they had something, there's something you were already picking up on, okay, Libra? So if you weren't already picking up on that being a possibility, just scrap that. I can't even imagine that you would still be watching this video if you weren't already picking up on that, because we're almost at the end of the reading. There's something that's going to be, I'm just going to say, there's something that's going to come to light here, and you're going to end the relationship is what's showing up here in the future. Can we get more? This is so mysterious. Yeah, you're going to, this scythe, you're going to cut it off fast. That thing's sharp, and it's going to cut all that weed out. And you're going to distance yourself from this person. There's something that's coming to light with the book. The book indicates that there's something that's hidden, but I'm getting that whatever was hidden is coming to light in the future, and whatever it is that there's keeping hidden and is coming to light is something that's going to make you want to end this connection. For some of you, it might have something to do with like another person, but for some of you, it's not. Sometimes for some of you, it's something else. This is a really complicated reading, honestly. I almost feel like I'd have to spend way more time with it to truly get the answers that are supposed to be coming out here. Let's go back to the bottom of the deck here. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Wands in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, and the Page of Wands in reverse. That's what I was seeing here, is that there's something here about this connection is holding you back in some way, is what I'm seeing here. And I'm also seeing that when I say that there was something that seemed like it was going to be a lot better than it was, I'm almost getting that you realize that whatever this is has created, I'm almost getting that it may have had some energy of regressing you in some way, maybe bringing out a side in you that you didn't even know would ever exist, or maybe it's something that you didn't even know would come back if it was something that you grew out of. I'm just seeing here that there's been really unhealthy communication here, and you may actually be dealing with somebody who throws fits behind closed doors, some of you. But whatever company it is that we're keeping affects our own behavior and mentality as well, right? There's something about whoever this is holding you back from where you're supposed to be going. Like you're meant to be moving in a new direction is what it looks like. But this person is trying to keep you because they're trying to keep something about themselves hidden. This has layers to it. I can see it. There's more to it than just this surface level stuff. Obviously, this moon is what's doing it. So Libra, I did say I was going to pull some final messages on the original reading. I normally don't do this. I will usually wait until I do the extended, but let's just pull a few of the Goddess Oracle here because I'm curious to see what comes out. We've got Hearth and Home here. What else? We've got Synthesis. We've got Anger and Rage, which is why that Temperance is in reverse. And we've got Awakening. Okay, so here's what I've got. This is a domesticated situation for a lot of you. This is somebody with whom you've been, like I'm getting, like I said, very strong financial materials ties to this right now, or did. But what I'm seeing here is that when you get yourself caught up in the connection with this person, there's something about them not being available to you, almost like they ghost you. With the Synthesis card is my ghosting card. See how she looks like she doesn't, she's like completely, she's completely disappeared into the greenery here. So camouflage was the word I was looking for, camouflage. So we've got anger and rage too. So it's showing up here that this is affecting your health, your mental health. You're validated. Chances are, if you weren't caught up in a connection with whoever this is, you wouldn't be in this energy. And this is the type of person too who will probably try to make it sound like there's something wrong with you for reacting to them this way. You're the problem. And if you're not aware, you're meant to be awakening to something about this. If you're not aware of the fact that you would not be like that if you weren't around them, you might start to actually, that's what I said about the gaslighting, you might actually start to believe that you're just like this and you need to try and change. Just, I better just become very submissive to this really horrible energy that I'm having to put up with, is what I'm seeing here. So Libra, that is your reading for the week of January 12th to the 18th. 2026. I will be extending this, so it's going to be available for anybody who's a member of my channel on YouTube. If you become a member, you can access this and all my other extended readings. If you want just the extended for this particular reading, I will leave the link for that in the description box below. But if this is indeed where we part, I hope you got something out of this. I'm going to dig deeper, see what we get. I wonder if it resonated. I thank you so very much for all of your support, your likes, your shares, subscribes, and hypes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.